Sniper Elite Resistance. We are going to play Collision Course, right? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Let me know if you can hear me out there. Let me something real quick. 1 second. I think we last left off at Collision Course. If I'm not mistaken. We left off at Collision Course. So let's see how this goes. Right? Leave my loadout like puzzle. Okay, so that one will. Because it's for me, it's all about weapon suppression. What? Hope everybody's having a wonderful
While
day.
London continues to locate Site D, the Kleiner Blumer production facility, a new urgent matter has arisen, as well as an opportunity. Due to the challenges faced during our initial attempts to bomb the Vallée de la Cluse dam, the Germans have come into the possession of an undetonated upkeep bouncing bomb. The top secret design of which the Germans have been unable to replicate. Until now. Local resistance report that a team of German superweapons experts have arrived to study the bomb, having travelled in from one of the potential Site D locations. Notably, they work for Dr. Uwe Schörner, one of the world's foremost and most
Uwe Schörner.
infamous chemical biologists. Hawker, you must return to the dam and destroy our bomb before it can be extracted or transported. And you are to eliminate all traces of any German work relating to our bomb, including anyone who has worked on documenting the device and any output they've generated.
The Nazis managed to get their hands on one of our top-secret bouncing bombs. By the time I'm done here, they wish they hadn't. Gotta make sure anything they've learned about it never makes it back to Berlin. The scientists brought in to study the bomb. London reckons they know a thing or two about what's going on at Site D. Could kill two birds with one stone here. Chance would be a fine thing.
Oh, I thought I had done this stage already. I didn't see these guys at all. I should take. Naughty German. What else do we?
Nice.
See, with that suppressor on, they can't do anything, boy.
I can't hear nothing.
A little bit too far away. Oh, shit. I hope it hits both of them. Yes, hit both of them.
Alright. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Alright, I fixed it. Yeah, I was trying
I
to...
love, don't get me wrong, I like the remastered of Ninja Gaiden 2. It's good, it's very good, but I mean, they need to fix that camera. Especially, it's horrible. That's most of the reason why I like dying that game camera. Other than that, with the combat, I have no problem.
Yeah, I mean, they... In the options, even though...
Now, even if
Can
you
I...
take the, give it a free camera and shit, it still locks on to one thing. Like one time I was fighting up against a wall and it just kept locking onto the wall while my enemies were on the side of me. I'm fighting with the camera. That's the only thing I don't like
Okay.
about that. That fighting with the
Okay.
camera shit has got to go in 2025.
Well, I mean, I agree. I'm not taking away. I'm used to it.
As am
You
I.
know,
I beat every ninja game, all the Sigma series, all of them. But they still need to
I'll
fix that.
send you.
They
Yeah,
need to
I
fix
mean,
that. That's terrible.
you can hit the RB once you that adjust, and it'll adjust for you. But I agree. And then you can hit the speed of the adjustment of the camera too, where it will get behind you a lot faster.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have to do all of that. And I've done that. I have my
I'm not
sensitivity
saying
fully up, all that shit. I have it
I'm not.
unlocked, everything. It's just, I love the game, but that right there is just,
I know.
put it like
I
this. I would
I'm
have
not.
still been playing it. I still play it. I still pick it up and play it. But,
I'm
And
not
I
taking away. I mean, that's what. I mean, it's not like they could rebuild the game from a 360, but what I did like is all the improvements they did.
and they did a lot of improvements, but that's a major. It's a major turn off for a lot of people. Introduced the game. A
I
lot of
mean,
people I know they
I
don't
get it.
like it.
I get it. But those same people are not good at those games either anyway, so it's just not for them, in my opinion. That is a problem. I ain't gonna hold you, but those same people don't play Devil May Cry. They don't play Bayonetta. They don't play any of these games anyway. You know, But, this is why, in their opinion, Dark Souls or whatever the fuck is the best because that shit is slow and the combat is just uninspiring to me. And that's just to me because I like fast paced,
I do too. I
combo
play them, but I
heavy.
play them all. I've beaten the Erd Tree of DLC. I've beaten Elden Ring, all those shits. But I mean,
Yeah,
it's just for me. I feel as
I'm
though.
not a yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead, brother.
I was just saying for me, like I own Elden Ring. But like for instance, this what's this Pinocchio game?
Oh,
Um,
the what's the name of Pie? Absolutely love it. I love
I
that
don't
game.
think it's a bad game, but I hate the combat and I hate the controls. Like if I'm a jump, give me a jump button.
True,
Don't
I
make
agree.
me
Don't I die to the fucking environment more than enemies, okay? Because I can't jump, and I don't understand this mechanic here, where I'm just falling off the edges. This is really annoying. Um, it to me in that game, the design of the stages was the most annoying. Um,
Really?
yeah,
Well, you know what? I have to. You're right because when I did, even though I beat that game, right? It has a very, and I mean, odd but very strict parry system. Very strict parry system. Not to mention, yeah, when you're talking about, it was one part towards the near the end of the game where I had to walk across these rafters.
yes. Oh
It
my
was
God, I
and
failed
they had
so
the nerve to
many
send me
times.
enemies on there too.
Yes, to shoot you and you fell off and you had to start all over again. Oh my Lord, I was so aggravated by that part. And I was just like, yo, why? What is up with this level design? You can't jump. You can't really dodge or any of this shit. Your character's slow as it is, and you make this shit the most aggravating. And it's just more like I don't think the game is bad, right?
Right.
I just those games irritate me because it's so restrictive
Yeah.
on what you can do. Whereas, I play like I mentioned before, you got Devil May Cry, you got Bayonetta, you got Nier Automata, where you are a little more free to your movements, your attacks. There's a lot of things you can do. And to me, that's more attractive. But not to take away from these games, um, like Sekiro, whatever. But to me, those games are babies comparison to these games that I mentioned before, because it really takes skill to be able to do things in these games. That's just my opinion, though.
I agree, but
Um,
it takes a lot of skill to play those Souls get type games too. I love them.
I
I love
I
Sekiro
don't
takes skill. Sekiro
I
actually, if you ask me, what's the name of that? Elden Ring. Elden Ring is nothing compared to Sekiro.
so I what bothers me about Elden Ring is I just don't feel like I'm playing. I guess story-wise, I don't feel moved to play this game. This game does not make me feel like I need to play it because I don't have the motivation story, as far as a narrative perspective. I don't feel like I need to play this game. And that's just me. Like, I just got finished with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I done put 150 hours into this game, and I have a narrative-driven game. I mean, the combat is crazy. I mean, if you haven't seen it, I can show you. It's just insane what you can do. But story-wise, I have a narrative to push forward. Um, there is a game that you and I look like we both have interest in. Let's see. I pre-ordered as well. That's another hack and slash, but this one is more like a Souls combat, but not really.
Which one,
And
Kazan?
that's it. And is it called Kazan? The Berserker?
Yeah.
Yep, yep. I had that pre-order, and it's not really, but it's slow like that, but not really. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I
What I'm
understand
saying?
completely. Like the combat is fast paced, and I like that. I
It's
don't mind. It's a
faster,
combination of a hack and slash, like a Devil May Cry hack and slash, and Souls.
but
So I mean, because
right.
you can aggro onto your enemy, go 360 around them and everything like that. It has its balance bar with the enemies, so forth.
But I'm digging it though,
Yeah,
right? I'm
yeah, that's what
I'm
they should do.
digging it
You know
some.
what was like that? Wolong. Wolong was like that.
So
Get to play
so
Wolong?
I don't remember if I did or not, but I played this demo. I said, all right, well, I'm pre-ordering this shit. So I got this one pre-ordered, and this is what I'm talking about. So I can deal with a Souls if it feels like this.
Right.
Do you see what I'm
I
saying?
call
Like
those
that
action
Pinocchio
souls. I
game
call those action souls games. They need to
when,
speed. Honestly, the soul genre it's been plagiarized so much to where people are getting tired of it now. Really, to be honest.
but
You
you
know what I
see
mean?
where I'm
Because there's a
coming
lot of
from,
games
right?
out there that mimic the souls genre, but you
Yeah,
get tired of the slow movement. You get tired of the weightiness and all that other stuff. You want to get back to the action. You want your character to feel like it's really doing. You know what I mean?
right, right. You want to feel
Versus
like,
fighting with yourself to fight someone else.
oh my gosh, I'm glad you said that because it's exactly
Oh
what
no,
it
I'm gonna
feels
call it a
like.
buck. You know me, bro. I'm gonna
It's
call
like-
it a buck.
That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like you're punishing yourself to try to fight. It is like, really, why can't I just fight? Am I wrong in thinking that?
I totally get it. Believe me, I get it. I totally get it,
But
bro.
yeah, the first Berserker, I was like, wow, this game feels great. I'm gonna pre-order this game. This game feels really good. So, I definitely have it pre-ordered, and it is in that genre, but it doesn't feel like it. And I think you already nailed it to coffin of what I was trying to articulate. It's just, it feels like an action game, which is what I feel like the Souls games is missing.
I agree. Totally agree. Because honestly, even though I beat that last painstaking, painstaking, hard Erdtree DLC, a lot of times it felt completely unfair. Completely unfair. You know what I mean? And I understand a game being hard to give you a challenge. Don't get me wrong. I love hard games. I play nothing but hard games.
I mean, look at what the fuck I'm playing. Ninja Gaiden. I didn't beat it on Master Ninja. Now, I couldn't do that on 360 because my save got corrupt, but I was
Mm,
finally able to do it now, and I was happy because I wasn't gonna go back through that shit after my game save got corrupted. I'm on stage 17, and it took me forever to get there and start over. That was not happening. I was
right.
done. That was when 360 first started doing the cloud saves, so it got corrupt somewhere in between doing that. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't mind playing hard games, but I want it to be fun.
Right.
T-
Right.
you
Right. I
know,
totally agree with you. I totally agree, brother.
I
Don't hear any
just
complaints there, because like me, you look at my streams and you'll see I'll be raging sometimes on game. See, here's the thing. I want my skill to be the reason why I wasn't able to beat the
yeah,
boss, whatever the case. I
exactly.
don't want the gameplay mechanics or the mechanics that they institute in the game to make it more difficult to be the
Or
reason
just
why.
aggravating because of
Yeah, like
poor
come on, like
design. Like,
right when I'm about to give him the killing blow, my character lose wind or whatever the case may be. Like, come on. Then he resets his health and all this other nonsense. I'm like, come on.
are you are you down for that? The other Ninja Gaiden, the pre,
Absolutely. Every Ninja Gaiden game I've played and beaten. Through the
but I
Sigma
mean that
series, the
2D
Black
one,
series.
not just the part four, but I'm talking about that the 2D one, the one that's a prequel to the prequel.
Yes. Whatever it is, I'm going to rock it. I'm going to rock it, bro.
That
Whatever
shit
it is.
looks dope. Oh my gosh,
Whatever it is, I'm going to
two.
rock it.
I love 2D side scrolling games.
Who you
It's
telling?
crazy.
Who you telling, bro?
I love those games, man. So I am definitely down for that. But yeah, this Kazan, I was like, yo, this should
Yeah,
look good. This
I
is
played
like,
I played the demo of that.
I did
Actually pretty
too, and I
good.
was like, I like this game. I really
But you
do.
know what? That's
You
been on
know,
my radar for a minute because I
I
saw
didn't. I just like hack and slash, so I didn't even know. But you say you've been on your radar for a minute.
yeah.
When did you see it?
Where did I see Kazan at? I saw Kazan on YouTube. I saw
Oh,
Kazan
okay.
on YouTube, and like, cause they've been doing a lot of like early trailers and like indie trailers on things and everything like that. So
You know,
I'll be on it.
you know another title I'm excited for, but I didn't see a trailer is Darksiders 4.
You know what it was with
Darkside,
Darksiders 4? I think at that time it was a little bit long in the tooth for me because they came out with one, then two, then three, and I was like, eh. You know what I mean?
see, one was actually the end.
Yes, I know. And like two, it's given it from a different perspective of all the different like entities.
Except for the last one. Who's my
Because the
favorite?
last
The
one
one
was
with the
wasn't it
guns.
Death you were playing with? I think it was the
No,
Horseman
Death
of
was
Death.
in part two.
Yeah, it was one of
He's
them
the
I was
older
playing.
brother.
Yeah,
Three is the sister, but I want to play with uh the one with the guns. That's my favorite character. You get to play with him a little bit in the smaller game. What's it called? Darksiders. You get to play with War and him. I don't remember his name.
ladies and
But
gentlemen,
it
give
was
a big shout out to my man PK Live. He is at 4GQ
Jesus.
TV. Check out his channel. Messenger. Definitely give him a follow on the channel. Great content, great game reviewer. I mean, he looks at things from a different perspective. Check him out. Wonderful friend. I met him. I've known you for like what, 7 years, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. We met on the 360 days.
Yeah. Yep.
And he is also an action figure collector myself. You know what I mean? He's a Transformer enthusiast and purist as myself as well.
Gosh. I just picked up the latest Transformers comics too.
I'm loving
Um,
the writer of the new Transformer comics. They are absolutely amazing.
How
It's-
are those new comics? 'Cause
Amazing. Even the G.I. Joe
I've
tie-in
heard
tie-in to
the,
Energon, it's great.
Yeah, they created a universe where G.I.
Didn't they
Joe.
go back to like the original designs too?
Well, he's using G1 as his base.
Did you like that Duke book?
Yeah, so I got Duke.
Yeah, I like
Starlight,
how-
I got Destro. I got Cobra Commander. I mean, I got them all. They're all good.
I like how they made it seem like Duke was crazy and shit. He was like, "Yo, I know what the
Yes.
fuck I saw." He said, "I know what I saw." Like, a friend of
Yeah.
mine just got smashed by a fucking rope. It was like, "You're fucking nuts."
It was Starscream.
Yeah, Starscream ain't shit, man.
Yo, this latest one, it's what's the combiner that does? I think it's Bruticus. Bruticus
You're talking
versus
about the one that
Dex.
has
Combaticons?
the Combaticons, and he has the helicopter arm that uses a shield
Yeah.
and a
Yeah, isn't that Bruticus?
Yeah, that's Bruticus.
So Bruticus
Yep,
is
that's
fighting
Bruticus.
Devastator in this comic.
Really, them two them two never really liked each other anyway. In almost
Yes, the
every comic, them two
Combaticons
always
versus the
had like a beef.
Constructicons. So
Yeah,
The
they all-
Constructicons and the
Bruticus thinks they're
Combaticons
better than
never got
Devastator.
along.
Devastator thinks
Never
they're
got
better than
along.
Bruticus.
well, Devastator is the only combiner that has 6 parts. Everybody else only has 5. So technically, Devastator should be bigger.
No, he is. He is. All right. There's a talk when it comes to the combiners. There's a toss up. All right. Devastator is the most powerful, but what's his
Time to
name?
go, Harry.
Bruticus?
No. Predaking is the most like vicious. Predaking is like beast type, bro. He's
Well,
an
he
animal.
is. He's a different.
Yeah,
faction.
he's brutal. He will just keep coming and coming and coming and won't stop. You know what I mean?
I really wish they didn't completely shit
Looks like
the
I've
bed
nabbed
with the
everything worth
Transformers
having.
games. Why did they shut the servers for Fall of Cybertron and War for Cybertron?
Those were two good games. I still, although you don't really like this one, PK, but I do love Transformers Devastation. Absolutely love it.
I don't
I love
mind
it.
it. I just
I love it
didn't
because
like,
it tied into the Transformers the movie.
It's not
didn't
the
mind-
exact thing that I wanted, though.
I didn't mind it. But the reason why they shut it down is because Activision wanted High Moon Studios to be a support team for Call of Duty. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, but
That's why we didn't get another Deadpool sequel.
So hopefully now that Microsoft owns them, they can put them back to work.
well, they was talking about something. I know they were talking about
then-
something.
And then get that third Transformers game that they never get to make of the series, because it's supposed to be 3 games.
Shit, just give us one and keep it with a steady multiplayer mode where I can keep building stuff. Allow me to make my, it was Fall of Cybertron that had Grimlock and them as playables in multiplayer, right?
Yes. Those servers are hosted by fans, by the way, if you go to, but Microsoft should put them back on Game Pass, which will be able to put those servers back online. Hopefully.
They should, but there's no guarantee they ever will.
Well, the problem isn't that they won't. The problem is they got to find the core game. They said that they lost it over time, which is insane to me.
Yeah, exactly. How do you lose a whole?
I'm not making this up. I'm just
No,
telling you
I know,
what
I
Yeah,
know.
no, I believe it.
Like, how do you lose? Like, they said that. I don't even know how to explain that. It's just the really crazy thing. But it's delisted, so to bring it back wouldn't. Microsoft didn't buy Activision Blizzard just to let everything just be. They're gonna want to put everything on Game Pass, so I'm sure they want to do it. You know what I mean? It's just gonna come down to, can they do it? There is there is a Turtles game that's like a roguelike game.
Yeah,
It's actually pretty
I
good.
played a little bit of that.
Some was it the Splinter's Fate?
Yeah, some shit like that. It's still for me. Again, another one. I think this was done by the same people. Devastation. My favorite Turtles game, that's I played in a while, was the Turtles Mutants of Manhattan. I think it was. It was like cell shaded.
Well,
a little
Shredder's
bit.
Revenge. Shredder's Revenge is the best.
Oh yeah, Shredder's Revenge
That's
is
better.
awesome. But that other
that's
one,
easy.
the other one, it's another one that I really liked. It was like it was like an RPG, and you could level up your character and do different stuff. And every now and then the game would flip up and you fight a different boss. Place of like Shredder and shit like. Mutants Take Manhattan or something. It came out like.
I think I had
thought it was
that on.
Mutant Mayhem, wasn't it? Or Mutants in Manhattan.
I think I had that on 360. I think
Yeah.
that game wasn't easy at first playing by myself. Trying to leveling up wasn't easy because it was a grind. It was to level up. But yeah, I played that game. It wasn't bad. That was good.
And I love the character designs they did. Like they made Bebop and Rocksteady look hard as fuck, bro. They were looking serious, man. They made Bebop and Rocksteady because those are my favorite two, amongst others. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question, and I know how you are about Michael Bay. All right, hear me out. Just hear me out, PK. Because you and I, we feel the same way when it comes to the Bay Man. But the last Ninja Turtles movie, I think he did that one good because he nailed Bebop and Rock.
I liked it better than the first one for sure.
Yeah, me too. That first one,
Yeah,
giant
better
ass
than the
Ninja
first
Turtles and shit like that. I was like,
Well,
what made you like Ninja Turtles is the fact that they were small.
You know what those were? Those weren't Ninja Turtles. Those were fucking Abomination clones from Marvel.
Well, the thing is, the first one, the main characters wasn't the people you went to go see the movie about. at least in part 2, the main characters was the turtles.
Right.
um, but I think it was better. Yes, I did like Bebop and Rocksteady in that one
It was
a
so
lot.
much like the comic book and cartoon at Bebop and Rock.
I did
Even
like it a
down to the
lot.
character, even down to the like their forms before they got transformed. Loved it.
I just, you know, how I feel, how he touches things, and
Yeah.
he just, he's just not that guy. He's just not that guy.
I don't
He's
know
kind of
why.
like Kathleen Kennedy when it comes to Star Wars. We're
Yeah.
just gonna destroy a billion-dollar franchise from within for
Well,
no
all you have to
reason.
do is just like put it like this, and I try to tell people. They was like, well, I mean, they did Marvel good, so they're going to do. I said, you know why they did Marvel good? Because they essentially took what was in the comic book, what
Wait,
people
wait,
were
wait.
familiar with, and
They
just threw it on the
started.
screen. And threw
They
it on the screen.
started.
That's it. That's it. People
They
like familiarity.
started with it being good. Right now, they have no idea what they're doing.
Nope.
They have no idea what they're doing right now. They're just kind of lost in the wind right now. That's part of the problem. It's like almost like they're trying to throw anything at the screen and see what sticks. I tell you what, I just finished watching Castlevania Season 2 Nocturne,
Yeah.
and man, that was all I know is it was fire. It was so much killing and fight scenes, and
Yeah. Season 2 is good, but then after that, it turns into some weirdo shit. But then the other
I
season,
don't.
a little weird.
I mean, this one, I don't know which one you mean, but this one right here, yo, everybody was going off. Everybody was just Alucard was. Everybody was cutting heads, and
Yeah.
it was just a lot of
That was your first time
just
watching it?
throwing
Watching the
hands.
Castlevania series?
Well, the I'm talking about the Nocturne or
Yeah.
whatever that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It was
because this
good.
just came out like in last month or something. I ain't never watched it, but yo, this I was like, wow, this is fire, boy. This is they just that's what we need to see more of that. I think Netflix been doing a lot of the video game anime type things anyway. A lot of those. I think they're gonna do Devil May Cry next. I think that was their tease.
I remember back in the day they did an anime for Devil May Cry, remember?
Yes, it was one back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm not
It
sure
was
who did
actually
that
pretty
one.
good. It was pretty good.
Yeah, they plan on redoing it. I think Sonic was good. Sonic Prime on Netflix was good.
Yeah, Sonic
Uh,
Prime was good.
They did Tomb Raider. They did. Um, there's a couple other. They're doing. I think they're. Wasn't Netflix the one that was teasing doing Warhammer anime as well? Am I wrong?
No, I think it
You
was
seen
Amazon. They did like this mashup.
Well, outside of that one, could have sworn. You watched that one, the Amazon
Yeah, I
thing,
loved
Reggie?
it. Loved it. It was like a bunch of shorts compiled together. Yeah, I
Yeah.
loved it.
Did you like the Mega Man one?
Which one? Oh yes, 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 yes. What was I about to tell
Yeah.
you? Hey, can you check my YouTube and Twitch to see if they're Spartan? Can you see if they're running
Sure, 1 second.
when you get a chance? When you get a chance.
I would think that they would take those shorts and actually do full-fledged shows.
They need to. I mean, all you have to do is just give people what they're accustomed to. Stop trying to make it what you want it to be. Tell your version of the story, but keep it true to its source elements. That's all you gotta do.
That's
it. That's
people
it.
will be sold.
People
You
are going
wanna
nuts for
sell-
these shorts. They want more. That means you have struck a nerve with them, with something that either they're going to be interested in or that they're familiar with. Give it to them. That's it.
That's all I'm saying. So what I was saying is, even though I'm a hardcore fan of a lot of things, you don't need to impress me outside of just keeping the characters core to who they are. you could tell a whole different story and I'll accept it.
There are
As
some
long
core
as the
elements
characters.
that I won't budge on. Like there, just some I won't budge on. Like you know what I
But
mean?
I mean, but I
Tell
mean,
your story.
it's
Tell
kind of
your
like Sonic.
story. Tell.
Sonic
Mhm.
is not a one for one, but it works because
Exactly. Exact. But
they kept.
still, they kept the core elements of what that character is. Do you understand
That's
what I'm
what I'm
saying?
getting at. That's what I'm getting at. You keep it that way. You can
You can
go
you can
any.
throw them anywhere, anywhere.
Exactly.
Most of the Sonic games
Which
we were playing, they didn't interact with humans and all that other shit. But this
right.
works. Why?
It
Because
works.
people are familiar with Sonic and what he looks like, what powers he has, his voice, everything. And
And
even
if
though
you,
Jaleel White, you know Jaleel White was a little bit sour that they didn't ask him to do it, right?
yeah, but they have another person doing Sonic's voice on Prime, and he doing a good job. He's a
Yeah,
black guy. He's doing his job. And I get it, right? They chose who they chose because of his comedic background. He
right.
does a good job. He does a good
I
job.
agree.
Don't get me
I
wrong.
agree. I agree.
Um, and my thing is, like you said, keep it to the core of the character. So, um,
Oh, you just old fashioned. You don't like change. I'll be like, bro, I'm a comic book reader. I'm an anime
wait,
watcher. I'm a
wait,
movie enthusiast. Sci-fi pop
but
culture is my thing. I am.
but
Listen, my characters are always changing. Every issue is something different. So what are you talking about? We
But
talking about
the thing is,
nonsensical
we don't
change.
say this when we watch anime or read manga. Naruto went on for 40 years, same
Oh shit,
character.
that might
Let me
contain.
just say this. None of that shit mattered. No one talked about this. But all I mean is they still watched every Dragon Ball. They can resell Dragon Ball 1,000 times. As long as Goku is Goku, they'll still watch it. What I'm getting at is, and it don't matter what story you tell
Calm
them,
and
they'll
quiet.
still watch it. Whether it's bad or good, they don't care. And my point is, what we're saying is that you, first of all, the core fans are they're going to love it as long as their character remains core to what they are.
Exactly.
The casuals will jump on board as long as it's just familiar enough for them to jump on board themselves. So you don't want to disenfranchise everybody just for the sake of you doing your vision because you think you're more creative and you know what people want more than they do. I'm sorry. Some people are just simple. They want a bag of Doritos, give them a bag of
Yeah,
Doritos.
don't give
They
them a
don't.
bag of Doritos licorice flavor. They don't want that shit. They want a bag of Doritos. Just give them what the fuck they. Exactly.
Exactly. Exactly. Just keep it simple, my guy. You will make money just giving them what they're familiar with.
Like when you would tell me about how you introduced your kids to Transformers and stuff like that, it was a joy because you were like, look, this is what Transformers are, so on and so forth, this, that, and the other. But then when you go to like possibly take them to a movie and they're showing all this other nonsense or things that you've showed them or taught, it just throws everything off. It ruins the
Well,
lore.
put it this way. Even when they show iterations of different versions, like I remember my son is watching Transformers Prime. Transformers Prime is slightly different story, but it's acceptable because all of the characters still had their core elements.
Right.
It's changed. It is a
Tall
changed
grass.
storyline and
Itchy,
flipped,
but
but it was
stealthy.
exciting because it felt like Transformers even when I was a little kid watching. No different than Turtles, right?
Right.
Turtles, I don't know, the 2012 Turtles or whatever my son watched. I think it was 2012 when it was like 3D animated. All this
Oh
stuff was
yeah, I remember that one.
completely different than anything that I remember, but I accepted it because guess what they did? They brought every single Turtles character from the comics and TV show into that TV show
Right.
and did a version of it that's acceptable to the core of the character.
Right.
Fucking Splinter was a badass. There's not too many times you see Splinter being a real ninja, but he was in that show.
Exactly. Fully agree.
So, and then after that show ended, they came out with a something else, and my kids was like, "Oh hell!" They were offended. They were offended because they changed the core of like Leonardo's not the leader. He's the small guy that's afraid of talking now, and
Yeah.
Raphael's the leader, but he just bigger than everybody, and he
And if
trying
you
to.
remember in the comics, and even in the cartoons, like the early versions of the cartoons, like the what was that? The one that used to go Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles
Yes,
counted off. That used to be my shit.
yes,
And I didn't think I
yes.
was gonna
So
like it at first, but you notice
yeah,
as every
that one's a
episode went on, it was
serious
getting
one too.
darker and darker.
Yes,
Like
it
you know what
was
I'm
a
saying?
serious one, and that was acceptable though,
And you notice
because
within the turtles the reason why they were given their names due to their personalities. You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So I mean,
and
like to just flip flop them up like that, it just was like bastardization of like their
or
characters.
the Thundercats.
Oh my god, not that Thundercats
Was
roar shit. Only
yeah,
about
the Thundercats roar is another example of that
garbage.
nonsense, right? And then people is like, oh, we're Thundercats fans, and we know what the fans want.
Okay,
Are you serious?
that shit didn't even make it a full season, bro. That shit ain't even make it a full season.
Are you serious? You literally gonna part your lips to say something like that? That's an example of what I'm talking about. That Thundercats roar was
I don't know.
straight
I
up.
don't know what they were thinking with that shit.
The same
Then had the
lady
nerve, and then had the
who,
nerve to like get mad at the fans and curse out, to call the fans toxic
yeah,
because they didn't like it. This, that, and come on, stop it. Stop making
but that's
garbage. You want your
but,
shit to
but
listen. For me,
yeah,
if you handed me over, all right, perfect example. Say for instance, all right, if you handed me, what's an existing IP, like something like, all right, take Ninja Gaiden, right? I'm just gonna give you more Ninja Gaiden. I may add a few characters and shit like that, but it's going to be Ninja Gaiden. You know what I'm saying? What I'm
Oh
saying?
god, it's like fucking Mech Warrior. You don't need to do anything crazy.
Yeah.
Just give us robots and let us fight big robots. That's why we're here.
I'm
I came here for redneck mech derby,
Hey, that
not to
redneck
be
McDerby.
proselytized.
He said I came
I
here for
came here to.
redneck McDerby.
Here it is.
It's only a matter of time. It
If
is
you
only a
haven't
matter of
if
time.
you haven't seen it, it's called Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound. This shit look so live. I don't even know what to tell you. It looks so good.
But you know what's crazy? Is fucking Todd Howard and Bethesda can't even give us an Elder Scrolls, Fallout, or even Starfield was a fucking flop. And yet, Tainted Grail, which started out as a roguelike deck builder kind of game, has made like a Oblivion clone that is so good that people are actually saying it could tank Bethesda's RPG sales in the future. It is what the Elder Scrolls fans have been wanting, and it's how. How can an indie dev steal your flagship from under your nose?
I don't know. Power World did it to Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why Nintendo
Um,
keeps suing them.
Marvel Rivals did
Nintendo
it
sues
to
everybody.
fucking what's the name of that shit?
Oh,
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Yeah,
Hey, did
Overwatch.
you hear
Those
fun
guys
facts
are
about
mad.
Overwatch?
Those guys are
Did you know
mad.
Overwatch is bringing back loot boxes now?
Yeah, I bet.
They're bringing back loot boxes in the next season to try and make money again.
That game is dead though. Nobody
They
plays it
just
like they.
they just need to get
Why would I go play it? Literally,
they just need to get Daddy Jeff back to get that game back to
I
where it needs
suck
to be.
ass at Marvel Rivals, and I still have more fun than that. I have more fun losing in Rivals than I have winning in Overwatch.
Check out that trailer, Danae. It's Rage
Okay.
Bound. You haven't
Stay
seen it.
sharp, Hawker. Otherwise, it's going to be crawling with Jerry, inside and out.
It doesn't have a release date yet. Somebody gotta do it. Where's
Then
TDO?
you are coming up on my end.
All right.
Everything's coming through fine so far.
Started.
Where's TDO? Which one are you using?
Stream elements.
Oh yeah, Stream Elements.
Yeah, because I usually
I
use
use that.
Restream
I use Stream Elements.
elements is, and they give you sponsors.
Well, Restream gets on your nerves because their stream quality is just not as good. They got me on a price, by the way. They said I was supposed to get a certain
Yeah,
um,
it's a whole bunch of like flip flopping with
and then they didn't give it to me, and they made me try to pay for it. Oh my god, I was so angry.
Yeah, yeah, they did. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm kind of like, this is my last month of paying.
I so angry I had to leave them alone. But if you check out that Rage Bound, it's like the old Ninja Gaiden, but upgraded, so it just looks badass. It'll come out this summer.
I'm waiting for Double Dragon Revive too. You know, I'm a big. I
I
love
am
Double
too.
Dragon. I love
I
Double
am
Dragon.
scared of this one, but I want to see more. I want to play it, but I'm hoping it's good because that one I played
Oh,
I was
Double Dragon Gaiden.
I played it. I don't mind it, but I was a little disappointed.
It grew on me. It grew on me because at first I didn't like the chibi style that they had going. Then
It's
after a
not even
while,
that.
I
It's
started
just
really loving the game. No lie.
I felt like it. I felt like it was okay, but it was kind of. And don't get me wrong, I played the crap out of it. Okay, I don't. I am that guy. The only side scroller beat 'em up I just gave up on was GI Joe.
Oh my god,
I
that was terrible. I didn't. You
I
know,
gave
I
up.
love some GI Joe, but that was garbage.
I I gave up on GI Joe. I still haven't given up on Power Rangers just yet, but it's in that realm, right? It's in that same realm. I might give up on that, but I haven't just yet. Power Rangers is in that same wheelhouse. Like, if you're gonna make a beat 'em up, don't give me the most simplistic stuff. Like, especially since um Streets of Rage 4 and Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge came out. There's no reason to give us no piece of crap beat 'em up game. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
those games have set a bar that everybody gonna have to reach going forward. Am I wrong? I mean, they just came out with a DLC for Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge
Yeah,
not
they
too
still
long
keep
ago.
coming out with DLC for. I love it. Love the fact that they.
That's crazy. Still supporting it. That's where it needs to be. It has to be on that level. So I'm hopeful, right? But we'll see. But yeah, you see that Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound, man. It just looks good to me. And I'm a side scrolling 2D guy. I love
Me too.
these.
I love a good beat 'em side scroll.
Gosh, I wish that one Sega game came to PC. That Guardian was it? It was 6 players on the Saturn.
Guardian Heroes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Is that it? Guardian Heroes? Yeah.
I think they had that on the 360 at one time.
It was so dumbed down, and it was hard. Yeah, it's Guardian Heroes. Wish that would come to PC. Princess Crown. Another. It's like I can buy Guardian Heroes, but you can only play it on the Xbox 360 backwards.
Don't they have that? I think. Yeah, I think they have that in the Xbox. I could be wrong
They
because it's been.
do, but it's you still got to play it on a 360 emulated thing. So not. It just won't be as good as they just redo the game. I don't. I'm not against it. It's just there's one game. Well, I mean, if you like side scroller, so I own this. So I was always a fan of the fighting game Blast Blue. So they
Right.
have this Blast Blue game that's a side scroller beat 'em up, kind of like a roguelike. It's pretty badass because you got all the fighting move
Right.
mechanics called Blast Blue Entropy. If you haven't seen it, I'll send you a link to
Yeah, I
that
saw
too.
that one. But
I played that a lot. It's pretty good. They just
My
came
man.
out with some more characters for it, so I might reinstall it. You might like it. It's overwhelmingly positive. Anyways, I was asking about Monster Hunter because I'm a huge Monster Hunter fan, and this
I've
one
never
is
gotten into it. Is it good?
yeah, this one I think they really did a great job on pushing it, and it's cross-platform day one. They did do open beta last weekend. Unfortunately, you didn't get to
Yeah, I
play it,
missed.
but
I downloaded the game, but I missed it. Know what I mean?
um, they did a. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're brand new to the series, it might be a little overwhelming at first because there's so many things going on, but they made it easy once you get the hang of it, and it's really really fun to play with your friends and kick ass. You can hold two weapons now, two different, so you can swap between weapons in the middle of a hunt. Cutting up monsters. It's pretty fun. Building better and stronger weapons to go back in a hunt. I think you like that kind of stuff, so that's why I was wondering. It's like Warhammer, except for you hunt monsters. You go in and you beat the shit out of things.
Do they have executions so for like when you like kill them and stuff like that, or you just flop down?
Executions. I would say you got combos and super moves. I don't know about executions. I think some, because it's kind of hard to explain because you can only do so much in the beta. I don't know if that's the thing.
Okay.
But traditionally, like let's say we're dealing with a really strong thing that is hard to kill, we could use the environment for our advantage, like knocking down like a bridge or setting a trap for them to run into a trap to stun them or slow them down or put them to sleep or knocking boulders on top of 'em. Sometimes you can even
Yeah,
lure
because
them into other monsters.
I had never gotten into all that Monster Hunt.
Monster Hunter. Sometimes you
So
can
I
lure
mean,
them into
I'll
other
roll with you.
monsters.
You happen to come across another copy or well, like either way, I'll grab it up. You gonna play it though,
Nothing
right?
else worth finding
Because
around here.
I get
Which
games and a
one?
lot of from my friends will say
Ah,
they're gonna play it with me. And then when I get into the game, they're like, "Oh, I don't play that anymore." I'll be like, "Damn, the fuck, I got it for you!" Like, now I'm into this
yeah,
shit.
This
You
way.
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Now I'm into this shit, and y'all be
I'm,
bailing
I'm,
on me. Martin does
I'm,
that to
not,
me a lot. Martin
I'm
does
not
that to
that
me.
guy. I already knew. That's why I went ahead and make sure I got Monster Hunter because that's just my
Which
shit.
Monster Hunter?
Wilds, right?
Wilds. Yes.
Yeah, that's actually the one I'm getting ready to pre-order right now. I picked up a Xbox card today to do it.
Yeah,
It's one
Wilds
of the
is gonna
few
be.
franchise I'll do that for.
Yeah, Wilds is definitely put a lot of advancements in. It's really
I
impressive.
see. Here's the thing. As someone who's a veteran of the series, playing way back when,
Me too.
Worlds wasn't bad, but I
Worlds
didn't like it.
was the first time it came to big
You know what it was?
consoles.
I think it was because I didn't
Well,
like
it's
the
the
kitty
second
look to it.
time because Frontier came out on PlayStation way back when, but nobody remembers Frontier because Frontier died pretty quickly.
Right. Worlds was the first one to have that advanced.
Actually, stay, and then it had
Yeah.
the changes to the ecosystem that everybody likes,
Right.
which
I
I can
mean,
get. Everybody that is a good quality of life.
Whetstone is infinite and it's free, and you get it right away. And
And infinite net and
yes, yep,
pickaxe and everything.
right.
Now I
So
didn't like how the weapons felt though, because every weapon felt a lot clunkier in World.
so I don't know if I agree with that, but I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
If you're
Now,
talking
granted,
about
like before World, I was playing Generations,
okay, so
and
yeah,
Generations does spoil you a little bit.
yeah. So I feel like in World they did a lot of um, for new players. I would say
There's
even though it was still kind of
Yeah.
a lot for new players.
yeah.
Um,
Well, I'd say the base game is for new players. It felt like the expansion was just power creep after power creep.
oh well, that's Monster Hunter.
It is, but I mean, like Rise felt like you didn't need to have a specific build, but there towards the end of
I
World,
mean,
some of those times you want to reach.
the expansion in Rise, I mean, got a little crazy now. You know,
Fair, fair. But
and
still, soloing
Rise
Primordial
felt like a
Malzeno was
Switch
fun.
game in comparison to World, though. It just
Ye-
was, a little lacking when it comes to some of the things you can, far as performance, size of this, there's just a lot of things. I think it was a smaller game in comparison. I don't. It's not means it's bad or
In
anything.
size, yes, but in terms of roster, it's ironic because Rise still had a bigger roster than World.
Yeah, well,
And it's a little disappointing because Legia Chris was supposed to make his way into World. Like he was supposed to be fought in the wet
World
part
was
of the ancient forest.
Excellent.
so World
Yuki is
was
gonna make the job a
ironically
breeze.
what's crazy is Rise is built on. This is why I think it was built on a Switch engine, right? But
Rise was built on the I think on the Generations engine.
yeah, it in Worlds. I don't know. I just don't think. I think Capcom was just surprised about the
I
success
think
of World,
they
and
were
that's
surprised
what
about the success of Worlds, but I don't know. I kind of wish they took a little bit more time on World.
I think
Like
for what they did, they did a good job though.
they did a good job.
They built
Now,
a fan base,
because
and
it's a little weird. I strongly preferred playing Rise to playing World. Not that I
well,
didn't like World. It's
I
just
mean,
that
Rise is newer and it has more
yeah.
newer
Well, on
mechanics.
top of that, I liked how
Yeah,
the mechanics for the weapons were in
what's up first?
Rise.
Yeah,
What's up first?
yeah,
What I mean,
yeah.
in
But
Wild, they added
Wilds,
even more. They
I'm
just
really enjoying
they
Wilds
all
because Wilds, it feels like they took World and then they added what was good about Rise and then put it in World.
I liked Rise. It was a good
right,
game.
And then that's why I think I like Wilds
right.
more than World because
Well,
it has
yeah.
the quality of life from Rise.
Talking about Rise, Son of Rome.
Well, it
No,
needs. It
Monster Hunter.
has the.
No.
It has
Monster
the.
Hunter Rise.
It has the quality of life of what everybody's been complaining about. I mean, they
Yeah.
just added a lot of great stuff to make this
Oh,
game
and
feel like
another
it
thing
flows.
I like. Okay, it's a little controversial, but I like being able to cook meals out in the field at your tomb.
You could do that in Worlds and
I know, but you actually get an animation for it now that isn't the pop it in the thing and then it pops back out. Like it's a little different. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, okay, I get what you're
Granted,
saying.
the best cooking cutscene period still has to be Dragon's
It's the
Dogma.
Oh yeah,
cats.
Dragon's
I think the
Dogma.
cats.
Yep. Dragon's Dogma 2 has a
No.
beautiful cutscene, cooking
The
cutscene.
cats do the best cutscene, bro. The
In Monster Hunter,
Palicos,
yes, but
Palicos.
it like in any game, it has got to be Dragon's Dogma. Every time I look at that, I'm like, I'm hungry now.
I just
But I
want to
mean,
put like some garlic on it and pepper and you know what I
Some
mean.
garlic, some pepper, a little bit of salt,
but I
Hmm.
mean, I was just saying in general
some
though.
meat to go on the
They
side.
I feel like they did a lot of um life improvements for newcomer people to get into this game because the mount how everything is just easy, right? How the mount is, how you can
Yeah.
swap between
Well,
weapons, bro. You can have two weapons. Like,
Yeah, that's something else that I like, is because that allows people who can't make up their mind to actually test what they want, while
well, it
still
also
having something they know they can use.
but you can also be on a
Our
hunt and don't
research
have to
camp
worry
should
about,
be just
let's
up
say you have a
ahead.
hunting horn
Need to
and
take
you
Yeah.
a
don't
look
really
and
want to
see what
use a
their
hunting horn,
gains
but
are
maybe you want to
about.
buff and then swap to a different weapon. I think that's fire.
They did. I think they made it where you can't do that.
No, I swear to God, you could do that. You can
All right,
still
well, I'll
buff.
have to check it then, because
You,
somebody
you
was telling me that they took that out.
no, and you can be on your mount and shoot with your bow gun and then swap off.
So you know one thing I would like though, because all right, I'm a bit retarded, probably, definitely. I'm a charge blade main.
I am too.
I'm going to run dual charge blades.
I'm not gonna do that, but I am a charge blade main.
No, here's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna have my like I'm gonna kind of tailor it towards the area.
So
or
if I
towards
get this
specific
game, you
monsters
guys
I'm
will
on.
play it with me, right?
If it's Monster Hunter, fuck yes.
Yes,
I've
it's
been
Monster Hunter,
craving
bro.
people to play it with.
Monster Hunter.
You gotta
has a
understand, when I get
huge
involved in a
community.
game, I get involved in it. Like, you know,
Well,
especially
It's
it is-
Monster Hunter.
Everything
I
is
am autistic when it comes to these games.
yeah,
it's
my
one of those
Fixar's
games
gonna be playing
where
Monster Hunter Wilds as well.
it's one of those games that has a huge community, and you'll never run out of people
Yeah.
that would love to
Now-
jump in.
The only thing I didn't like, right, is there was that one weird bitch that joined the world, and I was hunting Sappy Jiva, and every one of her callouts was some BDSM shit.
Bro.
I'm like, girl, I'm here to hunt the
You know,
monster.
you know what would be cool if they allow you to change your callouts or your defaults. I think they allow you to do that. I don't
Me too.
remember.
You have to do it in the full game, though. I don't think they let us
Yeah.
do it in the beta.
Yeah, I think that's cool right there to change that shit. But anyways, that's kind of what I think is more. Don't get me wrong, if you're not used to it, it's still going to be a lot to get used to, but it's more approachable
Where's
than
my
it
controller? There it is.
it's ever been in life.
Yeah. Oh, another thing about it too that I like about Wilds. Well, I missed the Palamutes because I loved the dog companions of Rise.
That's what
The
happens when
bird
you
is
mess around
very,
with
very
bombs.
useful.
That's
I
what I'm
get to be
saying.
lazy. It
That's
is
what I'm
literally a
saying.
taxi.
That's what I'm saying, and it will take you to whatever on the map you already
I just
pointed out.
kick back. I put my feet up. I light a blunt.
Are you serious?
Like I
that
just
is
chill.
crazy.
I'm tweeting. I'm tweeting on the Hunter version of Facebook.
But that's good because it gives newer players the ability to get used to their controls.
Now,
That's
the
what
thing I
I'm
like
saying.
about it the most, because like the dogs are great, but you have to manually control the dog. And while I certainly don't mind that, and drifting the dog was always a lot of fun. The chocobo's not bad because I can literally just autopilot it, and then I can start going in my menu and crafting what I need to, and sharpen and do everything.
So we're gonna call it a chocobo from now on, right? Even though it's not.
If you look at the thing,
I
is a
know it
green
does look. It
chocobo.
looks like a mature chocobo, like an adult.
Well, here's
or...
the thing: World had a Final Fantasy 14 crossover. It's likely they'll do it again. We are going to murder them if they don't release a chocobo.
Hey, well, these things has four things, and chocobos on 2 feet. I don't know, maybe.
Oh, chocobos have the 2 feet and the 2 wings, but their wings aren't raptor-like how the
Yeah.
secret is. The secret is like more dinosaur than
Yeah.
bird.
Fierce. What about Bonafide? Talking about you got back from the ER about an hour ago. They sent me back despite having blood clots and a cellulitis, but the taxi that picked me up claims I wrecked 2 taxis and took a child from a parent.
What? That makes no sense. I don't know where did he put this in the Discord?
Yes. No, it gets worse. It gets worse. It says, I clarified I only wrecked 1 taxi, not 2, and I did not take a child away. I do recall watching a kid for a fare while he or she was at the dispensary. I had to find a spot away while I wait for them to get out of the dispensary, but I gave the kid back.
He must be tripping on acid or something. He's done that shit before, so he's on a trip of some sort.
What kind of mess is this?
Because he told me before, like last time I went to invite him, he's like, "Oh, I'm just tripping on acid." I was like, "Oh fuck."
I'm tripping on acid.
He's like, "I didn't want to
You
talk
do
to
know
no one. I was
acid
tripping
is
hard."
you know when you trip on acid, that's a permanent fuck up to your brain, right? I mean a permanent one.
Probably, yeah.
No, it is. Because every now and then they'll get drip. Sometimes they don't even have to be
This
high and
guy,
they'll just like, what's the name? Trip out.
this man has the craziest stories I've ever heard. Have you ever heard somebody forced to get a job? He don't want to work, so he's forced to get a job, so he had to drive his taxi. His first day on driving a taxi, somehow he flips it over on top of itself.
Oh.
That's great stuff. Oh man.
Look, he has had the worst luck when it comes to working.
This is proper useful.
I remember when he got this job at McDonald's and got fired on his break for eating for eating the food.
Yo. For real?
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Nigga wildin'.
This man is insane.
Probably.
He said,
I
what'd he
only
say?
know a few motherfuckers that never like worked in a long time.
This
One
man,
would be Darth, another would be him, and another guy Ghost on my list, which I don't really.
so he's like, he had stole this. He was dating this woman that got him a job, and he was complaining because she was complaining about having to drive to him to pick him up to take him to work. Granted, he's an hour away from her, and she's complaining he don't never have gas money.
That's fucking
And and this woman actually only has one arm, and
Oh
she's married to
no.
somebody else.
Got
And
one
she married
arm.
to somebody. Yeah, and she married to somebody else.
Well, in the way, if she married and fucking around, she deserve whatever the fuck she.
But I think but all this is hilarious, right?
Yeah,
'Cause he
it
keeps
is. But you know what I'm saying?
he's complaining about how these women keep complaining about him not having no money for gas.
Not having
but
what?
no money for gas because they have to travel to come see him. He don't work. He don't got no money.
Thug life.
Those be the guys women love too. Love them. Love them.
This
Well, actually,
man is
he's not.
hilarious.
You're not wrong. A lot of women, they love, I don't know, providing for somebody for a while, and
This man.
they're taking care of a pet or something.
This
Fucking
man he is allergic to work. All right. You offer him $1 million, and all he had. You ever seen that movie, A Paycheck?
Yeah.
Remember, all you had to do was one job, and he got what? I don't know if it was 100 million or $1 billion. I don't remember what it was. It was a lot of money, but you had to forget the last 2 years of the job. Like you couldn't remember what you did for 2 years, but you get 100 million or something like that afterwards. And said, "Would you do that?" Hell no, he wouldn't do it because it's work. Look, get a job. A job ain't
I'm gonna
nothing
be
but
honest
work.
with you. Nobody really likes working. I know I don't. I just like the money. I like the money. I
But I
don't
mean,
like working.
but
I like the money.
but I mean, but I'm saying,
I
if you
guess he's a
mention a
purist
job,
to the craft when it comes to working. So
is a job. What do you mean get a job? A job ain't nothing but work.
Jeez.
A job ain't nothing but work. I'm not saying I like working. Like I'm just saying, if you need to eat, you need to
Yeah, you
go do
gotta work,
something.
you know. You gotta do something.
This guy, it's hilarious. He lives ghetto fabulous. That's all I know.
Ghetto
Women love him.
fabulous.
Women love him. They love him. Love him.
He does. He lives ghetto fabulous. He's always trying to play these uh, uh
Shitty game.
the trying to win prizes. You know the stakes. Because he won his Xbox Series X off from Taco Bell. I'm like, out of all the mother stinkers that can win that, the one that don't deserve it is the one that won.
Yeah, so they just reinforce his. They just reinforce
So
his
just-
theory of not working. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
pretty much. Pretty much.
Uh, that man, he is hilarious. That's for sure. He got some stories for your ass.
How old is he about?
I think he about the same age as Fierce.
I don't know what his age is. Never
about the
actually
same-
has.
He's a cornbread guy. He's like 6'3". I think he's
No, he's
same
white.
age. Yeah, he is white.
That's all I really know.
You ain't add him on Facebook? His name is
No.
Mark.
No, I don't have him on Facebook. No.
You see him? He's big cornbread, like a redneck or whatnot. It's big deal.
Well, he's.
So the
talked
woman
to
with
him.
one arm got mad. Did she stay with him or what?
Nah, I forgot what it was. I think, I don't know, it was some silly shit about him not want to watch her kids or something, or he had to watch her kids or something. I don't know, it was some silly shit. I don't know. He has to tell the story again. Like, you have to experience it. It's not something I can repeat. This shit is hilarious. And
He's
I can't.
He's talked to me before.
Yes, he will tell you, and when you hear the story, it's just something that you got to experience. I can't really repeat it because it won't
No,
come out the same.
I'm just saying, he's talked to him before.
Yeah, he's funny. I call him Bonafide, but he has a different name. I just refuse to call him.
Big Papa. Remember he has that like kind of nervous laugh whenever he finishes a sentence. He goes,
Oh,
Yeah, so
that's
like
him. I
Beavis and
remember
Butthead.
meeting
yeah,
him.
yeah, that's him, yeah. Yeah, that's him.
Everybody got a friend like that, so
Oh
don't
yes.
judge.
Oh yes.
Sure.
I definitely
got
got one.
Martin.
Like,
Got Martin. My stupid Norwegian friend who has these stupid outcomes whenever you explain something to him he doesn't like, and then he always comes up with a stupid theory. It
or
makes
analogy,
absolutely
or
no
a fucking
sense.
example that
And
literally
that's
makes
what I was
no
looking
sense.
for, yeah.
No, it doesn't even equate to what he's talking about.
Horst repariert ja alles. Roll weiter den Stein
Oh.
den Hügel rauf, Horst.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he's something. Did you guys get hit with snow pretty good or no?
We got hit with some,
Yeah.
but not that.
Yeah, we
I
didn't
got
get
hit
bad
a
either.
lot.
People were like braced. Oh, we're supposed to get like.
There's some out there.
They go by centimeters here, so like 20 centimeters we're supposed to get.
It ain't stick that much.
But then there's supposed to be more coming tonight. So who knows? I'm off of work tomorrow anyway, so I gotta go to the hospital, do an appointment. So I don't have to go to work anyway, so it's kind of nice. Still gotta go to the hospital though. That's the shit part. Probably sit there forever. Never been to this hospital before, so that's gonna be fun.
This game. It does this all the time. I gotta send them a
Which one?
Sniper Elite, the new drops a frame for it. Not my piece. Fucking game. It's been doing this since I purchased it. Now I went on Reddit and everybody's complaining about it.
That's where you find out a lot of shit is Reddit.
Yeah, like
I wonder what mods there are for this game.
which game?
Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning.
That grass
I
could offer
started
solid
playing
cover.
this last night because I wanted. It was like 2 or 3 in the morning. I was having trouble sleeping, so I broke out the tequila and some pot, and I was just chilling. My buddy Toto was hopped on, and I was just finished watching some videos about Pelennor Whitestrake again. It's like, you know what I need to do?
Hmm.
I need to kill some elves, or I need to kill some fae.
Some
But
elves
there
or
aren't
what?
that many games where I can do that.
I got so many games in my inventory, and a lot of them I haven't even played.
I've been finding myself going back to older shit and just playing through.
Finance of
I mean, hell, that's what I'm playing this right now.
Finance of Freddy Into the Pit. Did you play that? Anybody?
I have not. I've heard good news things about it though.
I did like what I played. I need to finish that. Maybe I'll reinstall that. It was it's not bad game as far as what I played. My daughter likes playing and she's a Five Nights Freddy fan. I don't know
A lot
how
of kids are. A lot
I
of kids
can't
seem to be.
Job done. It'll take them a while to pull that spanner out of the works.
I was just looking through to see what else I got that I can touch. I could go back into this Power Ranger thing. I don't feel like doing.
That sounds like hell.
I just think there needs to be more games that have like horde mode.
I don't know. As a kid, I liked Power Rangers, but it just never stuck.
It's the gameplay for me that's bothering me. It's kind of too simplistic. Too simple.
Oh, you're talking. I mean, like just even as a kid, I didn't. I watched it for a while, then it just didn't stick with me.
The art and everything looks great, but I just wish the content was different, man. G.I. Joe was just god awful.
I was telling everybody it was garbage.
That was just horrible. Horrible.
You know what game I'm worried about, but I hope it turns out good? That Toy Soldiers game they're talking about.
We got a code. I forgot if we got any extra codes, because we got code to that. We got codes to that game. I didn't bother with
Ow.
it 'cause I wasn't
Ow.
gonna play.
Again, thank you again, Pete, for the dead bucks.
Oh yeah,
Can you
no worries.
can you hear me?
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Okay,
Definitely,
very
I'm
good.
definitely gonna play that.
Yep. I know it's what you want. I tried and I got it. So there you go.
I appreciate it. Dead Rising brings back some good memories.
And it's the deluxe edition, I believe.
Right, remastered deluxe.
Yep.
I can't see anything worth grabbing.
What the fuck is going on with this?
Did you play that RoboCop game? I got
Yeah.
it, but I played it only a
Mm-hmm.
little bit.
It was actually pretty good. It was really good.
I need to. Maybe I should reinstall that one. I didn't get to
Talking
play
about
it
Rogue
enough.
City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm just looking through, see what I haven't. I'm just
Yep.
trying to buy my time until Monster Hunter time. That's what I'm trying to do. Give me something to keep.
When's the
Cause I
next
just
beta launching?
well, I got Mecha Break actually on the 23rd. So I don't know if you signed up for Mecha Break. I'm a sucker for mech games, so that's coming out.
I did not know they were hosting another one.
Yes, on the 23rd. And
I'll have to get signed up for it again.
So I don't want to miss that one, but I wanted to play something to keep me occupied until Monster Hunter, because I just finished Final Fantasy
Why
VII
is this
Rebirth.
dropping?
Speaking of which,
Fuck
the
is
next beta for Monster Hunter, I think, is starting tomorrow.
Really?
Somebody told me it should go from the 13th to the 16th.
I will check for that.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's
No,
up?
no,
Yeah,
we
no.
can't.
Oh. I have it
quiet
posted in
on
the
me.
chat somewhere.
Turn this TV out. Turn this TV out. Excuse me. Turn this
You,
TV out. Turn this TV out. The beat 'em up bundle. What's in the beat 'em up bundle from Capcom?
Customer.
You got the beat 'em up bundle from Capcom, or is this just old stuff?
Yeah, it's all. Most of that. I mean, like, right, but
I think I already own most of this anyway. Oh, didn't they do a Mega Man one? Mega Man X. We'll see if I own that.
All right then, off we go. Nothing else to find.
fuck is this dropping? Fuck.
Alright, I'll be back.
It's still doing it. It got worse. Casey, it got worse.
Yeah.
What got worse?
Yeah, I think I'm coming down. I do not feel like a cold brewing in my chest.
That's
It doesn't
pneumonia.
feel
You'll be
good.
dead soon.
I feel like my body is
I'm gonna throw up.
my body feels really feverish too. I'm
Tell
not
him,
feeling
Fierce. I'm
good.
gonna throw up. That is called pneumonia.
Mm. Well, not yet, but
Just send me pictures of when you're turning horrible.
hopefully I won't be. I'm trying to put the
You're the
kibosh on it.
strongest one.
Man, I feel pretty shitty though. I really do, and I feel like if I don't put the kibosh on it now,
Turn the settings all the way up. It seems.
you streaming?
Hopping.
Oh, hey, a birdstone.
Smoking a.
I know.
I don't like.
It's it's only like my second one today.
No, you're lying to me.
No.
26.
No,
Please.
I took it easy. I took it easy today.
Please. Please.
Honestly, yesterday I felt like I had just a dry cough. That's when I said I almost puked. But it turned into this, it hurts now. So, yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, that's the game. I, 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 I,
Uh, uh,
yeah, that's what it's doing. I'm a filter.
oh, that's not you. That's doing it. It's not you doing that. Yeah,
No,
that's terrible.
frames are dropping, and again, I thought they would fix this. PC Master Race, right?
Well, maybe I should say that might get you in trouble. Never mind.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna play another game. I have to. I thought
It ain't
by
bad,
because
but
they just recently had an update. I thought it would fix.
I know how sensitive Twitch can be when